So one of the things that I've noticed related to what I was just saying a moment ago around dropping the hold that certain roles have on us is that, in a way, you could say it happens naturally as we continue to meet the energies that arise in the context of relationship. As they fall away, it's like the glue that holds those roles together is just no longer there. So you'll feel yourself going into it, but either it's really distasteful, like it just almost feels nauseating to do it, or you feel your energy drop, or you just can't do it in a very convincing way anymore. It's like it's just becomes more and more elusive. Like it almost becomes like a memory. And so then the question is, well, then how do I know how to be in relationship? If I've responded to certain challenges or experiences in relationship in a particular way, how do I know how to do that in a more soul-guided way? And the point is that there are no how-tos. There are no how-tos. It's intuitive. So what'll happen is that you'll encounter, say, a particular challenge that you've encountered many times before and that you've responded to in a certain way many times before, and you'll find that it's just not possible to do that anymore. You can't even remember how to do that anymore, and something else will move through. It's intuitive. There is a natural expression, that which is oriented towards what's most true and real, that will guide the words and the actions, or even lack of words and lack of action. Because sometimes those words and actions are another way that the personality and the ego just tries to mask what's actually happening. So you have to trust that process, that it's unknown. There's no more patterns anymore. There's no more perfect ways of being. There's no best way of being a husband or a wife. There's no best way of being a best friend or a daughter or a mother. And all of those definitions gone. In a way, you could say, yes, you're going to play a role as a partner and a mother and all of those things, but each relationship will draw forth from you what it needs, but not because you were told that that's how you have to be, not because you learned that, but because the soul, the being, the natural being, responds in the best way, in the most appropriate way for each soul, given that particular circumstance. And that's where life is juicy. It's where it is unfolding in unexpected ways, because you're simply responding to the now from an authentic place without the overlay of the shoulds and the roles and what the other person might need and all of that. We don't need to presuppose what the other person might need, because when we're relating energetically, there is a knowing that's coming from a more essential place that begins to move in relationship. And so we may find ourselves doing interesting things that even surprise us. We may find ourselves interacting with children in a new way, when we don't think we have to be that adult and they're the child, but now we're two souls relating. And it's such a magical and rich place to meet, especially these new little souls that are coming onto the planet. There's so much that they have to give us. And again, sometimes in our mind, we think, well, I'm teaching them. But if we relate on a soul level, there is so much richness that is going back and forth, and exchange that's happening, that just feels extremely alive. And by the same token, when we drop those roles that we might typically have had with our parents or our partners or our siblings, and we just be. And in a sense, we're not relating to an other ever. We're relating to this moment. That's all we're relating to the felt experience, the true experience that's happening here in this moment. And then we just see what arises from there. So it's an unfolding, it's a moment to moment unfolding. And so everything is new. Everything is new. So the person that I was married to yesterday is not the same person I'm married to today. The grandchild that I related to yesterday is not the same one as today. It's a relating to this moment here.